Hello friends, and welcome to today's video break. Psalm 43 verse 2 says, "You are God, my stronghold. Why have you rejected me? Why must I go about mourning, oppressed by the enemy?" Now, David is really showing a real side here, but I love the way he starts. He says, "You're my God. You're my stronghold." You know, he recognizes this personal part of who God is in him and how he relates to God. But the interesting fact is he has this sense, this feeling that God has rejected him because he's still in this place where his enemies are oppressing him. You know, people dislike him. You know, there's parts that even the whole nation of Israel has turned his back on him. That's how he felt. And so it became his reality. And I don't know that this is any different than the way you and I respond in the world that we live in. We know that God is our stronghold. We know that he is almighty. We know that he's great. We know those things about God. But yet we walk through times where it seems extremely unfair, that we walk in times where all around us, people may be rejecting us, not accepting us for who we are. And so I love that David didn't go to a place where he feared people, where he changed who he is so that he could gather esteem. You know, I love it that he didn't go there. Instead, he went to the place where he went to God and said, "All right, Lord, you're sovereign over all. You see this situation. You know how it's weighing on me." And so I'm wondering, you know, in your situation, whether it's at work, whether it's with your family, is there someone out there that keeps holding you down, keeps pushing you down? You feel like you're being rejected by them. You feel like and all of a sudden it seems like maybe it's God that's rejecting you. Children, know today that God is not the one that is rejecting who you are. He's not the one that is saying, "You're not my child. I don't know who you are." He's not, that's the voice of the enemy pushing, you know, trying to bring strife in between you and your nearness with God, your unity with God. God is calling you his child. Even though on the outside of the situation, circumstances may not be in your favor, may not look good. Know today that is the greatest place where we can draw from this source of strength that's within us, called the Spirit, that's bringing us into unity with God. Instead of trying to make unity out here, which may never happen, allow this space to become a place where you're drawing unity with the Lord, where you're becoming one with him. Regardless of what's going on out here, he's your stronghold. He's your place that's holding you. He wants to hold you and keep you in that still place with him. Have a blessed day, my friends.